Hi, Hayden here, and this video is of course about the Intel Core i7, and this particular model happens to be the i7 7700K, the LG 1151. I don't want to get all technical about this thing, but that is basically the slot, the outlet. You need to put your plug in a certain kind of outlet and it's got to fit. The LGA 1151, that's on the motherboard. I need to make sure that the processor that I'm using fits into the motherboard. I also need to make sure that it is compatible with it in a number of other ways as well. And let's just flip over to the back here for a second. I think you can read these. I'll read it to you. It says Intel Core i7, and it says i7 7700K. The SR33A, I think that's some kind of a release number or protocol or something. It says 4.20 gigahertz, and it's got some other gibberish down there that I don't care about. The important thing over here is that I don't care that it's unlocked because I'm not going to be overclocking, which is the second thing down here. First thing, it says 4 cores. I want a 4-core processor because I had a 4-core processor on my Windows Vista computer, the one that this computer is replacing, and it is what allowed me to have a computer last 10 years. Okay, so I want 4 cores. That gives me 4 pathways, and it's got the hyper-threading. So we'll talk about that in a second here. The overclocking capable, I'm not going to be overclocking my processor. I bought a good processor so I don't have to overclock it. It says hyper-threading technology, and it says 8-way multitasking. That's the 4 cores, 8 pathways for multitasking. That's what that's all about. And it's the i7 that gives you that. So if you get an i5 or an i3, you'll have 4 cores and 4 pathways. So I wanted that bidirectional communication technological boost. It says it has Intel Turbo Boost technology number 2 and a Smart Cache technology, and I think that all these things kind of happen nicely. Now it also says has Intel HD graphics. This particular chip has graphics integrated into it, so I don't theoretically need a standalone graphics card. It has graphics incorporated into it, but if I want to do anything high-end graphics, artwork, kind of Photoshop kind of stuff, or anything with higher end graphics or 4K video or anything like that, I need the additional graphics card, which I did pick up. Anyways, the Core i7 processor is the item that pretty much described most of everything else that I needed to pick up. And also, I want to make a note here. Up here it says great for a VR experience here. I guess it's like this is the kind of processor that'll start being good for virtual reality. I don't have anything to do with virtual reality at this time, but I think it's coming out, and I think that it might be interesting, but we'll see how that happens when it happens. But for now, I just wanted high-end graphics for video editing and presentation, for video games, and for being able to do research on a computer. I do a lot of research, and I like to see high-end graphics and things of that nature, and I like to see that. I also like the flight simulator built in for free into Google Earth, and I would like to be able to see the buildings just pop up and render up very fast. So anyways, that's going to be it for the Core i7. This is the processor that I selected for my computer build, and this is what determined the motherboard, which I'll discuss in a different video about the motherboard. So with that, until we see you in the next video, take care and be well.